Hej, välkomna tillbaka till grammatiklektionerna. Hi, welcome back. Previously, we've went through how we should use perfect particip, perfect participle in Swedish. Perfect particip is a way to turn a verb into an adjective in Swedish. But actually, verb is much more versatile than we think about. In English, for example, a verb can be used not only as an adjective, for example, as we said before, the doors are closed. Now the verb is now used as an adjective. The verbs can also be used as, for example, a noun. For example, you use gerund, ing form in English, to create a noun. For example, you say, I like reading. And now reading, it's not an action anymore. Now it's a noun. But sometimes you use also ing form to create adverb. For example, he comes to me singing. So now in this structure, he comes to me singing is a comment to add how he comes to me. So in this case, singing is actually used as an adverb. Similarly, in Swedish, we also have this same phenomena. We can change verbs not only to adjectives, but also to nouns and adverbs. So today we're going to go through how we should do that in Swedish. So presens particip på svenska. This is how you should spell it, presens particip. And as the same logic as perfect particip, presens particip refers to that we borrow the present tense form from the verb to create something else. So in previous lessons, when we talked about perfect particip, we've learned that perfect particip is to use the perfect form, supinum form of the verb to create participle, to create an adjective. Så vad är presens particip? Vad är det? What is presens particip? Presens particip är verb som böjs och används som adjektiv, adverb eller substantiv. So present participle are verbs that conjugate and use as adjective, adverb or noun. Här har vi några exempel. Here we have some examples. Det finns många stickande och bitande djur där. Här använder vi dem som adjektiv. There are many sticking and biting animals there. Actually, in this context, animal, djur, we are referring to insects. But in Swedish, we call them djur, animals also. Han går sjungande därifrån. He goes from there singing, or he goes singing from there. Now, sjungande is used as an adverb to describe how he goes. Nästa exempel. De går pratande över gatan. Det är samma. Det används som adverb. This is also a similar example. They walk talking over the street. So pratande is to describe how they walk, how they går. Många boende i skärgården lagar mat själv. Many residents in the archipelago cook food themselves. Här boende, resident, det är substantivet noun. Det kommer från ordet bo. It comes from the verb bo, to live. Kriget orsakar mycket lidande. Här lidande är substantiv. The war is causing a lot suffering. The war is causing a lot suffering. So lidande, as suffering in English, it's a noun now. Now we've learned that we can use presens particip to create a noun, an adverb, an adjective from verb in Swedish. But another thing to think about is that when presens particip is to be used to create an adverb, they always exist after some verbs, such as komma, ligga och så vidare. So here is something to think about. Som adverb kommer presens particip oftast efter ett verb som komma, gå, springa, sitta, ligga och så vidare. So they usually exist after the verb. But how do they look like? Let's pay more attention to the spellings and the forms of them, of the presens particip. Här ser ni att vi har prata i imperativ form. Prata in imperative form. Det blir pratande. Talking, pratande. Talking in English, you use ing form. In Swedish, it's ende. Stick, sticking, or to stick, it's the same spelling in English also. Stick i imperativ form, och det blir stickande. It become stickande in Swedish. Bit, bite. Bit i svenska. Bitande i presens particip. Bo blir boende. So here are the rules. Actually, if a word is ended by a, then you should just add ende. If it's ended with consonant, then you should add ande. Yes, you see those two words, stick or bit. De är konsonanter, they end with consonants, so it's ande in the end. But if the word is ended with a vowel, which is not an a, then you should use ende. Till example, boende. Now, what's the differences between perfect particip och presens particip? Vad är skillnader mellan presens particip och perfect particip? Perfect particip kan vi använda för att beskriva ett substantiv. We can use perfect particip to describe a noun, which means it's being used as an adjective. So when it's being used as an adjective, it also implies that the action is finished. Till exempel, väggen är målad. The wall is painted. Handlingen är färdig eller klar. The action is finished. Huset är målat. The house is painted. And now you also see that we need to change the endings according to if it's an N word or et word, just as if it's an adjective. It can also be used to express a passive voice, passiv röst. Till exempel, väggen blev målad av oss. The wall became painted by us. You need to say became in Swedish, blev, to indicate a transaction. Så väggen blev målad av oss. When you use presens particip, you can also use it as an adjective, but in a different sense. Det kan också användas för att beskriva som adjektiv. Till exempel, ett springande barn. A running child. Och det indikerar att handlingen pågår. It indicates that the action is ongoing. The action is not ended. A running child, for example. Och det kan användas förstås för att svara på hur. So apart from the different sense of being used as an adjective, it can be used as an adverb. However, perfect particip can only be used as an adjective. Så det kan användas för att svara på hur som ett adverb. Till exempel, han går hungrande till oss. He works singing to us. För att namnge saker, personer eller händelser. To create a noun for things, persons or happenings. For example, många studerande tycker att det är svårt. Many studying people. So studerande, it's actually indicating it's a noun. So you can say student, but here this is another way to say student. So the sense is that they are studying. So studying person or studying people. Many studying people think that it's difficult. Det är svårt. Now, time for a quick test. Now you should change the verb being given here into presens particip or perfect particip in Swedish. So now the first verb given is såra. Såra means to emotionally hurt someone. So the first question, första frågan. Hans ord var för henne. Hon blev av hans ord. Hans ord var sårande för henne. Hon blev sårad av hans ord. So his word was hurting for her. She became hurt by his word. So hurting, sårande, it's an ongoing, or it's an adjective actually. It's describing his words. Hon blev sårad. Here she became hurt. It indicates the process, the action is finished. Nu, ett nytt försök, a new try. Baka, we will use baka to bake. Så första frågan, köket var fullt av barn. Andra frågan, kakorna var av barnen. The kitchen was filled with bakande barn. Kakorna var bakade av barnen. Så bakande barn, baking children, bakade av barnen. The cookies was baked by the children. Sista försöket, the last try. Vi använder läsa, läsa, to read. På bussen satt flera passagerare. Andra frågan, bredvid sängen låg en bok. På bussen satt flera läsande passagerare. Bredvid sängen låg en läst bok. So on the bus there is sitting several reading passengers. Beside the bed lies a red book. Okay, det är allting för idag. It's everything for today. Thank you for watching. Tack så mycket och hej då.